friends, what's up? Welcome back. Today we are finally going to be shopping my stash, so we're going to be rotating out my current basket and collecting my first picks for August, which I'm really excited about. We had some really big empties this past month, so we're going to be able to incorporate a lot of different products. If you're new here, my name is Megan. I post every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the button and subscribe. And of course, if you like me, if you like makeup, if you like Shop My Stash kind of content, be sure to hit the thumbs up button as well, because it really helps my channel. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the makeup. Okay, so I think that this is pretty close to what was in my basket last time. It has been about a month since I updated it, so there has been a lot of products that I've been testing that have been like coming and going through this basket during this time. But I'm finally able to sit down and get this filmed. So I do want to run through some of them, and you'll be able to see some progress through some products as well. And there is a lot of new stuff that I really would love to rotate in, because I've got a few new items that I want to get some use out of. The first product is, this is actually my Alamar bronzing trio. I went ahead and scraped this out and repressed it into here just because it was getting kind of like difficult to use. So I think it's going to be easier for me to use up having it in this component. So I am going to leave this in. I am trying to finish it up, so it's going to stay. Next up, I have my Fido Spectral Shine in the shade Divine Daylight. This is what she's looking like. I don't think it'll be a August empty, but I'm hopeful for maybe September. I do use this pretty much every time I do my makeup, so I am making progress. I'm really like wearing, you know, this side down. Right now is currently what I'm focusing on, but yeah, so this is gonna stay as well. Next up is my Patrick Ta Duo. This one is in the shade She's So LA. This is all I have left of the cream blush side. So I think I will definitely have this emptied by the next time we update this basket. So for now, it's going to stay in so that I can finish this up. I had also rotated this in because I finished up my Urban Decay setting powder. So I rotated in the Dior one because I really wanted to get a good feel for it. And I think that I have. I don't feel like this is a terrible powder, but I think it depends on what your preferences are and what you're looking for in a powder. If you want something that is going to set your makeup down and lock it in, a really nice matte finish, you're not going to want this. I found this to be a little bit more of a finishing powder for me. That's kind of how it performed. It didn't really do anything to enhance my makeup. It almost just kind of gave like an all over nice glowy finish. So again, not something that I would like go out of my way to repurchase, but it's nice enough. So I'll keep it in my collection, but I am going to go ahead and rotate this one out. Next up, I used this Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm not sure if it's because it was a sample or what, but I kind of just had a hard time with this. It was like really patchy, hard to blend. Again, I don't know if it's because it's in a sample card or what, but it just was not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I used it, so I'm gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna rotate it out. It's just gonna go forever. Next up, I had the MAC Glow Plate Blush. I love this one. I did get a lot of use out of it. I don't recall what it looked like last time, but I did use it quite a bit. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes. It is, I'm still recovering from the weekend, so I'm like yawning my butt off. But yeah, so I got a lot of great use out of this. It's one of my favorites. Actually, once this is gone, this is probably the next one that's gonna live in my basket. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate it out. I also have my Nabla highlight. This is another one that stays in. I just use this to highlight the brow bone And yeah, that's like its sole purpose, but for that reason it's staying in. Next up, I had my Huda Beauty Tantour bronzer in the shade Fair, and this actually got a lot of really great use. I found that with a little bit of tan, this looked a lot better on me. I even have a little bit of a dip going in this, you guys. I use this a lot. It's a really nice bronzer. It blends out really, really easily. It's super creamy. It's just, in my opinion, a little bit dark for to be like labeled in the fair section, but right now I can definitely make it work for me. So I got a lot of really great use out of it, and I enjoyed getting to know it. But I do have some new bronzers that have entered my collection, so for now I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this out. Speaking of bronzer, I also had the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay in there, and I used this a handful of times as well, and I do really, really love this. And I just apply this stick straight to the face, and I have no issues blending it out or anything like that. It's a really great tone for me, long lasting. It's a really, really great one, and I'm glad that I have it in my collection, and I wanted to rotate it in basically just so I could get a little better feel for the formulation. And yeah, I really like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and rotate it out. Next up, I have the mini of the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I recently got this in my birthday haul. That's why it's in here. It wasn't in here the last time. But I am still enjoying this, trying it out. As you can see already, I'm almost halfway through it. So I want to go ahead and keep this in here because I think I could use it up relatively quickly. And then I want to see if I can't depot like this into this. So for now, I am going to go ahead and keep this in my basket. Next up, I do have the Milani Brightside Illuminating Primer. This is one of my favorites. It lays so beautifully under makeup and gives you like the most beautiful glow. I was able to get a good amount of use out of it. You can't tell because there's air in it right now, but it's over halfway gone. It's one of my holy grails, but I am going to go ahead and rotate it out for now. I also had my LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment in here because I was having to do a lot of mixology because I was like really tan. I'm not that tan anymore. So I feel like I can probably rotate this out. I did order the white mixing pigment, which is to lighten. This is to neutralize. But I ordered that one to lighten because we're getting into a season now where I'm trying to test out some foundations or pan some foundations that are just too deep for me. So I bought the white one so that I could still continue to do that, but I don't think I need this in my basket right now because I don't have the tan anymore, so I'm gonna rotate it out. Next up, I do have the Ole Henriksen face primer. This is the sun-kissed one with the self tanner in it. I wonder, what is the shelf life on this? Oh, 2024. I'm surprised because I kept it in here because I was like, I don't know how long this would last with like having self tanner in it. If it would go like wow, okay, words. If it would even last until next summer, but it looks like that it shouldn't be an issue. Because honestly, like if I self tan again, I will pull this back out because I don't self tan my face. But honestly, I'm just feeling kind of lazy and over it. So I don't think I'm gonna self tan anymore the rest of the season. So I'm gonna rotate it out for now. But if I decide to self tan, then this is what I'm gonna use. This is really, really great. If you're looking for a gradual face self tanner, I highly recommend. This is a good one. Next up is this little Halo Smashbox Mini. Like you can see there's barely any left in here. It's a shade medium though, so it's like super, super dark. So I think what I'm gonna do is to finish this up, I'm gonna mix it with something that is like way too light for me right now, just so that I can finish this because I would say it has 2 uses left, 3 at the most. So I'm gonna leave it in for now because I do want to finish it. It's so close. There's no point in like keeping this around in my collection to have that in it. So gonna keep it in. Well, I'm getting my piles mixed up here. Then I have my Dior. This is a Backstage concealer. Wow, words. I have really been enjoying this and loving it. I really enjoy the shade on myself as well. I'm trying to think. I think I will keep it in, but I think I'm gonna rotate in another concealer as well. So I'll have 2 concealers in my basket. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this in. Next up is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 210. This works really well for me right now with like a smidgen of a tan, but not like a tan. So since this is a really great shade for me, I am gonna go ahead and keep this in the rotation just because I wanna be using shades that are easy to use right now. So I'm gonna keep this in. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be rotating in. I feel like this basket is gonna be really full because I have stuff I want to rotate in because it's good shades for me, and then I have stuff that's new that I want to try. So just bear with me. The first one I want to rotate in is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. This is a really good one, and it is in the shade Bisque, and this is a good shade for me right now. So I want to go ahead and rotate this one in so I can get some use out of it. Another one that is a good shade for me again is the Meet Your Hue from Dosa Colors in the shade 110 Light. This is my panning foundation, so that's why I want to rotate it in while it's a great shade for me, so we can really just get some use out of it. Next, I'm going to be rotating in the Dr. Jar BB Premium Beauty Balm. This is in the shade Light Medium. When I swatched it though, it looked like it's going to be a little dark for me. So another reason why I picked up the that Pro Pigment Mixer from LA Girl, because I think I'm probably going to have to lighten this up a smidgen, but I do need to test it out for review, so it's gonna go in the basket. The other concealer I wanted to bring out is the Purelisse Perfect Glow BB Concealer. I really enjoyed this, and I think it's a good shade for me right now, so I do want to go ahead and get some use out of this. I am gonna go ahead, I know I usually do this at the end, but I'm gonna fill this up a little bit to see how much room we have and what all I can rotate in, because I will have this basket for a little bit longer than usual because I probably won't update it again until September. So I've got about 2.5 weeks. So I'm gonna do that really quickly here. Okay. So I just wanted to see kind of like how much room we had, because like I mentioned, I got some stuff. One of the new things, which the spoiler, because I'm gonna do a Sephora haul, but you're gonna see it here first because I'm gonna rotate it into my basket. I picked up the Say highlighter. This is their glowy super gel in the shade Star Glow. My friend Becca has been raving about this nonstop, so I decided to pick it up, and I'm really excited to try it out. So this is gonna go in my basket. The next item that I picked up is the Makeup by Mario bronzer stick in the shade Light. You guys, this has been sold out on, oh God, I hate that. Sold out on Sephora for literally over a year. It's been in my basket since last July. So when I saw it in store this weekend, I just was like, fuck it, and I picked it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this in as well as a cream bronzer. I'm also gonna rotate in, this is from NARS. It is the Laguna in the shade Sandkissed. This was actually decluttered to me from a friend, so that's why it already looks pretty beat, but I really want to try this. Everyone, pretty much everyone anyways, is raving about it. And the shade looks a little bit deep, but I think I can make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate it in so I can get, like, you know, my thoughts on it and whatnot. So I am really, really excited about that. Let's see how much space we have. Man, I was wanting to rotate in another powdered bronzer, but I feel like... I feel like maybe I should not. I think what I'm going to do... I need a blush. I want to rotate in my Fido blush. This one is in the shade Fume. It's got quite a bit of use, but I haven't really used it in a while, so I want to rotate this in. I think it's a really pretty shade, so we will keep that in. Man, I do have... Man, if I try to buy any more bronzers, you guys, fucking somebody hit me. Hit me, just hit me. Okay, and then I also think I want to rotate this Kaja Whipped Dream in the shade Rose Macaron back in again. This can be used as like a blush, a lippy, whatever. But I'm going to rotate it in because I really like the shade. And I think it's something I could easily probably use up. And since my Patrick Ta one is about to be empty, I like to have a little bit of blush variety, so I'm gonna stick that in as well. Oh shoot. I was gonna be mindful to rotate in some samples this round, but here we are. My basket is full. Okay, so next time we are rotating in samples. But yeah, this is like what my basket is looking like. It's full. It's ready to roll, and I'm my jammies. But I am really excited about this basket. I cannot wait to crack it open. There are a lot of things, obviously, that are staples, and I'm excited to make progress in. But a lot of this is like new to me, which is really exciting as well. So as always, if you want to see more day-to-day wear of the items in my makeup basket, be sure to tune into my IG account. As always, it's linked below, but my handle is the same as over here, Megan's Makeup Musings. And as always, thank you all so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!